Hey guys, and welcome back to the Tuesday stream. We are back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program, real scale, of course, because, you know, this is what we're doing here. Just a quick reminder, I've got... Oh, wait, I need to line up the right thing here. I have got... You're not going to become visible for me. There we go. Everything seems a little bit slow at the moment. I'm not sure what's causing it, so we might be having some troubles. But anyway, we've got ourselves this list of Mars missions that we're going to be reenacting for a video series. I've decided that one of the ways that we're going to be doing that, of course, is to build all the lift rockets. We need to do that. And today we are going to be doing the Agena and the Centaur, because they are both going on top of the Atlas. We got the Agena there and the Centaur there. Done the Melnir a couple of streams ago. If you want to check that out, go and look at it. Oh, hello the video watchers. Hello streamer. Hey Carlos, how's it going? You having a good time? I hope you're having a good time. Whew, I have had... Oh, you can see my stream window there. Let's get rid of that. I didn't mean to leave that open. I have had quite the week since we all last spoke, and it's been a very interesting times. Let's come down to the RSS stream and go. We're going. It's all, and we're alive. We're off. We're going. It's great. Oh. Yeah, it's been good times. It's been good times. I hope you have also had a good week. I noticed that I've got something playing in the background that shouldn't be. Let's just turn that off. Save all the precious system resources, because RSS, would you believe, it's a little bit intensive on the... Oh, we got the Atlas over there. Let's have a look at that. This is what we were doing last week. It's a little bit intensive on the system processes, and it works out fine. My computer can handle it fine, but anything I can do to give it a little bit of a helping hand, I think we can go for that as well. Oh, the load. Like I say, everything seems to be a little bit more touchy today than it normally is, and I'm not sure why. Hey, Wick, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a good time. This is what we were doing last time. We built ourselves an Atlas. It's not the perfect recreation, but it's pretty good. It's got the central rocket that is like super low thrust but high efficiency, and then it's got these two outside ones that are high thrust and not so great efficiency. You fly up on all three, and when you're up high enough, you throw away the two outer ones. There's no fuel in here. Well, there is fuel in here, but we burn through that fuel nice and quick, and it all basically feeds off the same fuel source. The Atlas rocket is a very interesting design, but we need to build something to go on top of the Atlas. Can we revert this? No, I didn't think we would be able to. Recover instead. Because the thing we're going to put on top of the Atlas is the two Grand-Daddies, as I've been saying everywhere I've been putting it out, the two Grand-Daddies of the upper stages. We've got the Agena and the Centaur. The Agena had something like a couple of hundred, maybe only 100 launches in the 60s and 70s, and the Centaur still going strong today. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. We go to the vehicle assembly building. I will also need to refer to Wikipedia every now and then. I unfortunately don't have all the stats off the top of my head, because normally I do. Normally I've done a lot of research before we get going with the stream. Unfortunately, I've been a little bit busy this week. Things have really... So, like, you know, I had my last exams last week. That was fine. We need to... What are we going to do? Let's start with the Agena. I think we're going to start with the Agena. Let me just pull up a little page here, just to show you what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this page over here, because somewhere it mentioned... So this Bell 8096 rocket engine, like that's what I normally start with when I start thinking about the craft here. We've also got the Agena, the Agena D. That's the one we particularly want to have on top, because if we come over here, we've got the Atlas LV3. I have no idea what Atlas LV3 means. I want to point that out. I just wanted it to be known, because down here we got the SLV-3C, which again, I have no idea what those letters mean. But we got the Agena and we got the Centaur, and they're the D variants on both, which is good. We've got some information about the D variants here. It also tells you what configuration, where the batteries are, and stuff like that. So that's something that we're going to look into. Whew, yeah, okay, all right. That's my intro spiel over and done with. Is everybody okay out there? Is everybody doing okay? How did the exam go? Yeah, my exam. They went as predicted. If we come over here and just quickly go to the B, and I will carry on with what I mean about they went as predicted in a moment. So we're looking for the Bell 809, blah blah blah. I can't remember what the number is, but I can tell you, it's not here. It doesn't exist in the selections. So if I come up and type Agena, do we get to see anything here? So like this. I think is the one we're going to have to use. Indeed, as you can see, the 8089 or this one or this one. I can't remember which one it is we're looking for. Let's go back and check. I should probably try and remember the big long numbers, but it can be a little bit tough sometimes. Wait, where's the thing that I was just looking at? Here we go. 8096. Even that isn't really there, is it? 8081. 8096. Okay, all right, cool. It is there. That's the one that we want. Now, what did I mean by they went as expected? My Wednesday exam was terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, for those of you that don't know, I'm studying astrophysics, and as with all branches of physics, we deal with quite a hefty amount of equations. There's a lot of equations. If you want to predict the future, you've got to put the numbers somewhere, and the equation is the thing that spits out the future for you. I think the Agena is just a conventional structure. I know the ISO grid is more lightweight, but they didn't have it in the 70s, so I'm not going with that. And it's the Centaur, I believe, is a balloon tank, not the Agena, so that's a thing. So yeah, we're dealing with these equations, right? And almost all... They've been driving this home every year for all my equations, that it's not a memory test. They'll give you the equations. You just need to know how to use them, because we've got the internet in our pockets at all time. What we need to be able to show is that we know how to look at an equation and go, oh, I know what those numbers mean, right? I'm looking for sizing on the wiki pages back over here somewhere. 1.5 meters in diameter. Okay, we can do that. 3, 4, 5, and then it says it's got a length of 6.3 meters. But the problem with that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is that's also with the payload, if you will. So I don't know how much is fuel tank and how. Sorry, I'm scrolling on Wikipedia here, and it turns out that moves my thing up and down. Yeah, and I don't know how much. So we need a nose cone on this, right? So let's bring the 6 meters down. A meter nose cone? That could be a thing. So I open my page on Wednesday, and there's one equation. I picked it up, and you know when you do that thing where you just look on the other side of the paper and be like, where's all the stuff? Now, thankfully, I've done some stuff, but are you all going to class? We still go, but we don't do a lot. Some teachers tell us that. Yeah, so I'm done now. Because I've sat my last exam, I'm now done. There are people out there who have what we call ECs, extenuating circumstances. Family members died, lost a limb, stuff like that. It's not anywhere near as severe as that. Some of them get to resit within a certain amount of time after the exams, and some of them have to wait for August. August. I couldn't imagine having to wait that long. But other than that, the majority of people... So I go to university in Cardiff. That's not going to work. I need the procedural one, don't I? I go to university in Cardiff, and I came back to Newbury, back home for a little bit, between my first exam, which was the very first day of the exam period, and the last two exams, which were the last 2 days of the exam period. Well, the last 3 days is one of the first. Yeah. Anyway, you have resits next month because yours on drugs, prescription ones. Yeah. Things like that. There are people. So I went back after the last week of the exam period. The Cardiff's empty. There's no one there. Where has everybody gone? My vibrant town is very not anymore. There we go. There's the me. So technically, is that the Agena? It feels bad to call that the Agena. Let's read some stuff out about what gets said about the thing here. The one in particular I wanted to... So the Agena D was a result of a proposal by Lockheed engineering executive Lawrence Edwards, who suggested standardizing the basic Agena configuration, because up to this point each Agena was custom built for both the payload and the launch vehicle it was used for. Adding additional features depending on the payload requirements, and a requirement for the Pentagon that the Agena be made compatible with the Titan. We don't care about that. We're putting it on the Atlas. The proposal originated in 1962 with a mounting frustration over high failure rate of the Thor Atlas Agena prompted the suggestion that a greater standardization of launch vehicles would improve reliability. I mean, this is good. Agena D's common configuration included 4 usable modules, so we want to split this in 4 somehow, containing the major guidance, beacon, power, telemetry, standard payload, and a rear rack for engineering. It doesn't really tell me much about like where stuff is put though. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we can, like, do we have a procedural payload? But I'm going to put the word payload in here and see what we get. I mean, we got some fairings, so we could probably do something with some fairings to make a little space in here. Because of course it's like we're using these things, right? Wait, I want to go back to the chat. I want to see what's going on. I don't know, because we're 1.5 meters wide, right? Let's bring the length down just a little bit more, maybe 0.5 meter of payload space. We could then put you take this off and put a satellite on top instead. In fact, get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. This one, do we have a width? The width? No, this is extra width. That's what I'm looking for. 1.5, please, if you could. 1.5. Yep. I wanna maybe, but we might put extra radius on. I've still not actually, and this is a major failing on my half here. I've not gone ahead and learnt the fairing system very well. I am gonna, however, do this and this. No. 2, 3. 2 will do. And we want to dark. There we go. Agena. Is that really it? Agena. The thing is, I think it is. I think that is actually it. We can put, of course, a payload in here, and we will need to, because this can't fly on its own. It's got no control surface or anything like that. Control, not surface. The word that I was looking for was control systems. Let's try it. Do I need to put a decoupler on this, or does it come with a built-in decoupler? Decoupler staging. I'm gonna guess that right there, decoupler staging enabled, means that I have. Oh look, decoupler enabled. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just gonna say that that's right. Now we have at the top here somewhere an infinite ignition, no ullage thruster. That's this bad boy here. We'll take that. Bad girl, bad engine. I don't know. I'm always hesitant to gender stuff nowadays. Then we go for a tank, and I don't know what type. We've got spherical. Wait, are these also conventional? I'm gonna go for the ice. What's this called here? It's the ISO grid. How do you put an ISO grid on the inside of a sphere? Because it's all about triangles, right? ISO grids, like, it's not quite. This is actually a square grid with triangles on it, but we can just use this from out. It uses the isometric grid. I'm sure if any of you have been interested in any sort of design or gaming, you know how that isometric triangle grid works. How do you layer that on a sphere? I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. Needs a high pressure tank. Can I not high pressure this tank? No, I can't high pressure that tank. Okay, really? Just having a look around to see if there's anything I can do about it. I'm sure that the paint job really matters. HP, high pressure. That's it. That's what I want. Thank you very much. This is still a nitrogen engine. I don't want it on a nitrogen engine. We've fallen foul to this before. We actually want one of these ones here, right? I'm gonna go with the Mon 3 for no particular reason. No particular reason at all. Just that's what I felt like doing. If there's one that I should be doing in particular, well, all right, there is a small, very specific reason, and that specific reason is the fact that it's got a higher ISP, gets more out. Oh, that is huge. I was totally expecting that to be tiny. More out of the amount of fuel that you give in. It just means that it's not very powerful. Doesn't kick very hard, if you will. I don't want early guidance. Early controllable core. It just doesn't look right, you know what I'm saying? You know the one I'm after, right? It's a classic actual Kerbal one. Ooh. Oh, Mr. Snowman. I think that's what we're going for here, right? We want a snowman. Do people agree that we want to launch a snowman? Do you want to launch a snowman? Sorry, no, I feel bad already. I shouldn't even. Okay, I think we're going to put this on here. We're going to just label this as the Agena. This is not what I want. There we go. Beautiful. It's very long. Avoiding the obvious joke. But do we need to worry about that? So that's that one. Okay. That's that top engine. And no wonder it's not giving me a readout. It's the wrong way around. But at the same time, we know that this is never right. Mainly because I haven't put any fuel in the tank. Okay. Is this good now? Why are you still reading as wrong? You still need a high pressure tank. Is that not what HP stands for? Am I wrong? I'm sure I saw that somewhere where they were like, one of these does it. Oh, no. Oh, no wonder. I'm also trying to do for this engine down here. That was a bit silly. Pressure, okay. All right. We got it. I clicked random buttons until it did the thing that I wanted it to. I mean, I say random buttons. They were kind of specific buttons. Now, do I put a decoupler on the bottom here, or do I trust that the Atlas had one? Let's save it. We're going to open the Atlas and then merge the Agena. So we open that one. Hello, how you doing? We totally should have put a fairing up here. No. Yes? No. Yes. Yes, we should have put a straight fairing on it. You know the ones I'm talking. Well, you might not know the ones that I'm talking about, but I know the ones I'm talking about. Let's go with this one, and we go a little bit wider, something like that. Yeah, that looks good. So it's got a decoupler on it. Do we open? Don't save for now. Agena. Now I've got to take a moment to stop. Think about what I'm doing. Don't hit the load. Wait, that's the wrong Atlas. It was Atlas Custom. Wait. What's wrong with this one? Yeah, look at it. This is a terrible design that I made right at the beginning. I need to delete that. Can I delete this? It's always scary, but we got this one here. That's really the one that we want. Delete. Egads. It's always scary deleting a save. Always get you see, this one's got a fairing and everything. Okay, that's good. We're gonna take this rather convincing looking satellite off. I don't think the Atlas is gonna be. I don't think that this is ready for a beast as big as this. Merge, and then we put this on here. Fairings within fairings. I'm gonna go for it. I don't want to save it. Why is this not? Oh, because that's the satellite. It's alright. It's fine. It doesn't need to be there. 1, 2. Right, you're in the wrong place. They're fine. I've got to find the right decoupler and start putting things in the right place. So you go down there. At least you didn't do a Bowser. I never know how to say his name. But yeah. Did he actually manage to delete all his ships? That's horrible. Oh, I feel bad. Fairing. This fairing wants to come off way before this lets go, but we'll figure that out. So 3 engines fire on the bottom. Then we want to let go of these side ones. My gosh, look at this staging. Like, what is even going on here? We definitely want to put the launch clamps on as well. Okay, so I'm going to start from the bottom because I just said a lot of words and they probably didn't make a lot of sense. We fire the 3 engines from the bottom to begin with. Then almost immediately afterwards, we let go of the launch clamps. The launch clamps have to be let go second because these engines will not fire without the ground support clamps that we've got right there. So that's that taken care of. Halfway up, no, most of the way up into space is when we then drop these outside engines because this little engine down here is not very good. It can't do very well, but we're going to carry on good. Hey Virgil, how's it going? Good to see you. Probably when we drop those is when we want to drop this like outer fairing. I still can't believe I put 2 fairings in there. Not this one. We need this decoupler next. That decoupler there, and then in there we've got, just to show Virgil, we've got an Agena in here. Wait, let's bring it out. Got an Agena in there. It's not It's not great, it's not, as recreations go, but it meets the specs, if you will. So that's this one popping. The Agena decouples. Now we need your engine firing. Ideally, same stage as the decoupling, right? Like, we got to worry about ullage, so if we're carrying on pushing, then we're going to carry on pushing. Like, can the decoupler... Can we put extra oomph on the decoupler? Force percent, so that we like get pushed forwards, yeah? And then we don't have to worry about ullage, maybe. We'll figure out an RCS system when this inevitably fails. Oh, I've just thought about it ahead of time, and now I'm going to have to do it. Plus power. Wait, there's a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of problems here. We'll start by taking this fairing off, and then this fairing off. How doth we want to do this? I'm feeling solar on the outside of the majority of these. Can I just have like a standard... Oh, this one's got one. So we then throw 4 of these around here just so we know we're looking in the right direction. And then ideally I'd like an RTG, but I don't know if we got RTGs in real scale. They're not great. That's the problem. Like in the real world, they're not amazing. I'm looking for the fuel, the power given. Oh, there we go. Electric charge, 0.08 a second. Is that enough to keep just my probe going? I think it might be. I think. I'm just gonna go with solar panels. So much better. So much better. I'm actually gonna go with 8 on this one, just to match the banding. You know, just to match the banding. Communication. That's another thing we're missing. And then is there anything after that we are missing? Oh, do I just like slam this on top here? I didn't really want to make a flower. I mean, we can if we want, but what I'm really looking for is just the very top, like that, and then we bring it. No, bring it back. No, you're going up. Why are you going up? I wanted to go down. There's one. I think that's good. Yes. Well, we've started now. Let me get like one of those and one of those. And I think somewhere in here I can also get one of those. Oh, it's too big. Oh, it's too... That's not a convincing mouth. That's also a bit weird. Okay, that's a shame. I was kind of hoping we could do something like that. Goofy Pro, welcome to the stream. This is what we do. Maybe one of the... it's too big. I think we're just gonna leave it with that. I think we're just gonna go with that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oop. Why? No, because of this. He is pretty much the only thing controlling this as well. I'm not sure if we got RCS or anything like that on there. So once again, that rocket engine is that over there. I think we're good. I think we're fine. I think we can probably... Why aren't you... What is this? Why is this an empty one? It's okay. I think we can just safely get rid of that. Yeah, I'm not sure about these being on the same stage. We will need to pop the fairing sometimes after dropping those two, but I feel like when we drop those, it'll be way before. Okay, with that, let's go. I've done too long talking. Will he regret? Most of my Kerbal career is full of regret. Mike, just noticed my microphone is far too close to me. I'm topping them out. If I've gone too quiet, let me go. If I sound too far away, let me know. But I get quite excited, and I make a lot of noise at that point, and my microphone. I'm just gonna have a small caffeine break. Yeah, that was all. Okay, break over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Well, no, ignition. I keep forgetting it's ignition first, and then we blast off. Or has it got what it takes? We've overloaded this too much. It's too much. We knew this might be an issue. I said it might be an issue as we were putting things together. But I think actually, we could probably survive this. I'm worried about. Let's bring up some stats here. I am worried about my gravity losses. As you can see, they're getting up pretty high already. The steering losses. This is just a little bit too far over that way, but that's all right. I think that's going to be fine. I'm going to get myself up to, pick a number, 100, 150, 75. I think 120 will be the meters per second where I then hit the pro grade. That might be wrong. We might want to wait a little bit longer, but I'm still like, I could use MechJeb for all of this. There's this whole like ascent guidance profile thing here, and you can put a whole bunch of extra stuff. You know what? I'm just not interested in it at the moment because I'm trying to learn the system myself. Let's go. I was a little bit early actually, a little bit early, but that's fine. I want to get an intuitive feel for what it is to launch stuff into Earth orbit as opposed to Kerbal orbit before I start just saying the robots can do it. Because we know the robots can do it. I don't think anybody's in any doubt that a robot will do a better job of flying than I will. I just wanted to make sure the engines were draining in the right order here, the fuel tanks, and it turns out yes. So at any point when we feel that we can drop the outside engines, we will do so. That's not going to be for a long while yet. But I like the ascent profile so far. We are about 10 kilometers up, give or take. There we go, 10 kilometers up. We're traveling. We're just about to travel through the sound barrier. It's about then. It depends with like temperature and altitude and all this, that, and the other. But I always feel somewhere between 330, 390 is in there somewhere. It's not even really that variable, but that's just what I've got in my brain, and I can't really be bothered to remember it. Try to put an upgraded engine type. You are gonna have to give me some more information with that. But of course, I'm also sticking to the classic ones, right? The actual engines on board the Atlas. We're setting up relays in the orbit of the sun. Work for extended communication work. Yes. I'm playing Korea and I need to get to Eve with comms. I mean, I would assume so, but if you're just going to Eve, which is literally the next planet over, I would probably think about, like you set more research up for tech and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, like are you playing with or without Principia? I'm playing without because I'm not a sadist. Because I want to enjoy the game. But if you are playing with Principia, the best place to set it up would be what's called the L1 point in between Kerbal and the sun. It's got to be somewhere. Oh, I don't know. Is it like here, something like that? And it will travel with Kerbal. No, with the Earth. Get it right. I know what game I'm playing. Okay, I feel like. Zooms in. I feel like maybe this is the altitude. Yeah, 300's where we can drop those outer stages. Thank you very much. I don't know why that didn't do that then. I'm a little more out of fuel than I thought I would be. Actually, honestly, maybe we could have done with some more, but that's fine. We're just going to pump it. We've got the Agena on top that is going to carry us all the way. The Agena was a bit of a troublesome beetle. Neil Armstrong was supposed to dock with it in Gemini, but then there was an RCS problem that kicked in when he docked. Okay. Next time you go to be click the engine, select engine, and click the last one. Oh, is it actually in tech order? Because I always wondered whether they were in tech order. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I will probably end up doing that now that you've mentioned that. Or at least I will look at some of the designations that are on there and see which ones are period appropriate. Although I'm not 100% trying to recreate them. The reason being that I'm not that good at flying the rockets. I'm not as good as the real world guys and girls that were flying the Atlas Agenas to take missions off to Mars and so forth. So going with a bit more high-tech engine, probably a good way of making up for my skill issues. Let's go with that. This is quite a nice little. I mean, it's not quite the circularization burn or the lift burn, shall we say? Because like there's three stages of Yeah, we'll say three. There's the bit that gets you out of the atmosphere. There's the bit that gets you going fast enough, and then there's the bit that makes sure both sides are going fast enough. Yeah, like Yeah. We've got 1,500 meters per second left into the tank. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think we're going to do this now. Yeah. There are some of the missions that went to Mars where that was the failure. Like, could you imagine, like, everything else goes well, but the fairing doesn't open and you can't get your spacecraft out? I cannot imagine how gutted these people were. Yeah, these aren't terrible stats. These aren't terrible stats. I'm doing okay. Less than a couple of thousand on each loss. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now the real question I've got, oh wait, is this subject to ulage? I may have messed up here. It doesn't tell me here for now. Yeah, I don't see it there. Okay, we'll just see how it plays up. We'll just say it goes up. Hey Pro Gamer, how you going? While you're on old KSP, is that 1 or 2? This is 1. It is true, this is 1. KSP 2, it had an update last week. It did nothing. It fixed a few bugs. It removed Private Division from the launcher. And that was about it, actually. It gave the recovery button up here available on each planet. Now, a bunch of people huffing the copium say that indicates that we're getting colonies. I think that maybe someone was working on colonies, but they're just giving us the button for no apparent reason because they haven't got anything else to give it. Like, yeah, the work hasn't been done, right? The framework might have been in place, but it was, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Not just KSP1, though. This is KSP1 real scale solar system. If we have a look outside, this is not Kerbin, this is Earth. Look at America there. We've just launched from the Cape. I live up here somewhere. KSP2 is... I don't want to say it's beyond resuscitation. All right? I don't want to say that at no point ever will we get a good sequel to Kerbal, because there might be a studio out there crazy enough to buy it. The Mun has a Mun or bus that crashed the moon. Both. Yeah, I know. I found it for both. Well, I say I found it for both. I've used other people's knowledge to go and look for them on the streams. You know. Okay, I probably should have stopped way before. I completely forgot for a moment there that we were playing real scale, and I did not set my engine to go. There we go. All right. We're good. I need to... Oh, no SAS on board. Oh, this is... Wow, this is not gonna go well, my friend. I think we're gonna have to speed through this. Hey, what? Why are you slowing me down? Oh, because I'm getting to Apple apps. Dang it. Dang. Do you want to... I'm going to put this out to the chat, because sometimes I just quit and sometimes I let it crash. Do you want to watch this crash, or should we just roll back and go again? Dang it. I mean, you know, cool. These things happen. Where are we right now? Ooh, look. Okay, so that's Florida. Is this one Cuba, or is this one Cuba, and then the other one's Haiti? I've got to be honest, my knowledge of this particular region of the world not so strong. Boom. And Twitchi stream without a boom. We are above the Earth. It is true. Like, Earth, I'm above that. I don't... Yeah, it's a bit much. I need more time. I say I need more time. I need more time to be passing. Let us... let me try and remember here. So, obviously, like... Moving clocks run slower, so you need to be moving as slow as possible if you want as much time. No, faster. Well, they appear to be moving slower. That's yeah. Special relativity is a beast. I was pretty good at it about 6 months ago. No, not even that long ago. About 2 months ago, I was pretty good at it, and now I'm like, I haven't done a special relativity problem for months. Okay, we are spinning round. We're not having a bad time. It's not a great time, but we're not having a bad time right here. I would let's push it all the way up to Kraken's realm. 4 times speed. I mean, we are up at 800 kilometers above the atmosphere. Well, no. We're about 700 kilometers above the atmosphere right now. No, we are very much above the Earth right now. I think we're... Oh, there's fuel. Now the question is, do we stage again? I think I just want to see what happens when this... Like, we could try... getting this guy to land on his little 1 kilonewton engine. I mean, if he weighs more than a ton, he's not going to be able to... More than 10 kilos? Wait, 1 kilo... Yeah, no, more than a ton. If it weighs more than a ton, then it's not going to be able to balance out his weight. But... Oh, 300. We are double the height of the atmosphere. The ISS is normally located 400 kilometers above the Earth, plus or minus a little bit, because did you know the ISS actually has engines? It's got a little positioning I say positioning. It mostly uses the craft that come and dock with it to boost up, but it does have its own positioning system that enables it to move from things like space debris, micrometeor. Well, not so much the micrometeors. They're not so good at predicting those. But well, there goes that. Oh, and some. Oh, look, this might be protected. Oh, wow. I mean, there was hope. There was hope. Now that you've seen real scale Earth, Kerbal seems so small. Doesn't it just? Like, I knew... Let's come down here. So, this one is the LR blah blah blah. Like, I know... As I've said many times, studying astrophysicist, I know the numbers. I know how much bigger everything is. Like, I know all this stuff. I still was unprepared. I still didn't quite get it. Oh, wait, no, we don't do that. We do it here. Engine UI. This one. Where's the amount of thrust compared? 386.4 kilonewtons. 38.6. Well, they're the same. This one weighs a little bit more. Yeah, go on then. Why not? They look alright. Looks fine. Can we... wait. Are they on the same fuel source? That's also an issue. I don't see... Engine... Does it tell me what fuel? RP1 and liquid oxygen, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with RP1 and liquid oxygen because that's what we got here. And then the same for here. Wow, this one's like quarter of the... Okay, let's do that as well. Yeah, nice. All right, and then did I do that here? And then don't let me forget that we need to put just some control system on here. We just need to put some control system. Now, is this the kerosene engine? You know what, I'm just going to remove the tank and then re-add it to... It told me a type here somewhere. XLR81. XLR81. Alright, great. And then we do something very similar. Something very similar here. Man. One thing that Kerbal 2 got so much better was how to work through bearings. So, are these really like... Oh, there's a 2 kilonewton one. Yeah, let's try that. Why not? What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Answers on a postcard, I'd like to know. Reset, no, that's that one. Where's the tanks? Removable tanks. Filter that one. Yeah, that'll do, right? That will do. I did not know that it was made out of nylon, but now that you've told me that, it makes a lot of sense. It's well, it's not that hard wearing. It's a lightweight, super thin material. It was space age, right? A bra company helped make the suits. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, don't forget to put the control systems on here. Now, I could just slap one of these on, right? Wait, where's the slightly smaller one? You know what, I'm just going to take these fairings off. Do I give it a collar? He's such a funky little dude. Small inline reaction wheel. Ooh. I'm not sure that I like that it let me do that, but I'm going to go with it. I'm not sure I like that it let me do that at all, but that's fine. I would also like to just kind of narrow it down a bit, but it's not going to let me. Like, why can't we have conical ones? The reaction wheels, they're not useless. They're next to useless. Yeah, no, like, don't worry. I am aware. What's actually going to make this useless is the fact that I've put it right in the middle. Like, this is where the weight is. I wanted something maybe even smaller than this. No, this. How about a hat? Because then we got more. What am I talking about here? More torque. That's the one. Because the center of mass is like here. And the torque is distance times force, right? And so the more distance you've got, the higher the force. Because it's just, I cannot be bothered with RCS for such a tiny craft. And believe, I know, but they're mostly pointed in the right direction anyway. Mostly. Do they have persistent rotation as a mod in real scale? That is something I am not aware of. It'd be nice if they did. That is totally not going to do the job. All right. I'm gonna fold. I'll do it. I'll put some RCS on here. If I put these on the 45s, though, it's not going to do it with a 15. Well, you can get to to 45 and 15. Wait, no, can you? 30. Yeah, 45. Yeah, that's all right. We'll go with that. And I just want to be able to turn, right? Oh my god, I don't know which one. Do they do a 5 block in real scale? Nah, I'd take a guess at 60 something, but no, I don't know when the Saturn V launched. I should know. It's definitely something that I should be more than aware of. Attitude jets. Yeah, I don't know these very well. Are they? They're just regular mono. Oh man, they're not gonna work, are they? They're like, no, this is the wrong type of fuel. Just looking down to see whether they've included the terrible ones. No, all right. These are not correct type of fuel tank, are they? Yeah, because you cannot. Oh. Okay, this one. This is good. There we go. Now we can put the right type of. Oh, that. Oh, yes. I'm so feeling that. 69. No, 1969. Nice. Modular RCS. I mean, we could. Does it give me inline be double? I was kind of hoping that there'd be. I was staring at it the whole time. That. I feel like these actually want to be. Wait. That way round? And then we move these to the bottom because that's where they get the most thrust. And then we move these ever so slightly up so they're not intersecting with the thrust. And then maybe we can actually turn and do stuff. Has it completely reset a whole bunch of my stuff? Of my staging? And you go up here with this lot. Is that right? No, you go up here with this lot. Yes, that's right. Okay, alright, I think... Were there any other problems? Were there any other problems? We're not docking, we're not doing anything like that, so I just want to turn and steer. So that this on the back should be fine, right? I'm going to pivot around my center of mass. Yeah, I think we should be fine. How far are we? We're nearly at the point where we can work on the Centaur as well. Don't know enough about the Centaur either. Like, obviously, absolute workhorse of the rocket program. What? Would that fit in there? Do you think? Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition. Wait for some plume. Take off. Okay, that's a bit more nippy off the takeoff there. That was good. That was good. I'm just gonna give us a 2-degree pitch, something like that. I don't know exactly. I wish there was a better way of saying what my direct angles were. I'm sure somewhere in here, almost certainly. Attitude adjustment. Oh, just your attitude, but actually what we're looking for is sentence stats. I'll take that, thank you very much. RCS is incredibly useful, though. If you want a nice challenge in the base Kerbal game, try docking without RCS. Oh, that's fun. Normally, like, I've had to learn through silly mistakes and no quick saves and being on stream, right? You know, an hour and a half later, you end up round Juna with a craft that's going to dock with a space station, but no RCS on it. And you're like, well, we're here now. I've had to do that a couple of times. Okay, the real question here is, when do we stage? There's an interesting question for the Atlas, one that I have not solved as of yet. When we hit 45, I'm going to try and stall my... You know, I'm going to stall the gravity turn right now, actually. I feel like we're turning a little too fast, to be honest. You can use MechJeb Smart SAS for which, if you don't mind me. Unfortunately, I put out a lot of questions per second, so I'm not sure which one that is responding to. For the fine... To know what thing I'm at. What angle I'm at. That's the turn. Kill rotation. No, I don't know what the node does. Surface. That's no information here, unfortunately. Yeah, at some point we've just got to play around with MechJeb. I'll just build like an ordinary rocket at some point. I don't know when this will be. I'll just build. Well, in fact, we've got a rocket here. Maybe next week is the week. And we'll just try and complete a mission with nothing but MechJeb, just to take the challenge on. That might be a winner there. That might be a winner. I think there's a mod that makes the nav ball much clearer. Surf, then surf again. Surf. Ah! It's only... Oh, so I can set better ones. Okay, yeah, I got you. Heading, pitch, roll. Yeah, okay. Alright, oh yeah. As I say, we'll keep clicking the roll one. Next week we'll give it a go. I'm going to stage. I feel like now's the stage time. I didn't quite mean for the fairing to go off on that point, but that's fine. That's fine. What I should have done is been looking here. 242. That's a pretty good apoapsis, actually. That's a pretty... Oh, I did it again. Look, how much fuel we haven't got. But like, we've got about 5,000 delts to add on. 5,000 to the 2.5 puts us about 7.5. I mean, that's a good start. It's not there. We want about 10, but it's a good start. Have you tried KOS? I indeed have tried Kerbal Operating Script, as KOS stands for. It's good fun. I love it. Oh, I love it. And it's probably actually going to be the thing that I use to make sure that I get the... So I don't know if you're aware, there's a lot of failures in the history of Mars missions. The first, like, 5 or 6 missions didn't even get out of the atmosphere, right? Like, they went bad. I'm not sure how I'm going to make sure that I record those as they happen. Like, because there's detailed details. yeah, you know what I'm saying. The detailed records of how these craft went wrong, apart from the times when there's not. But we don't question those because normally people in black suits come and ask you questions then after that. But so I'd like to fail the mission in the right way. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be good. I think that would be good. We're gonna end up with quite the crisscrossing band of satellites and stuff around here. And this is just my testing save. Wow. Remind you of basic. Yeah, it's got that sort of input, hasn't it? It's really about it. Like what different languages would you classify? Because like Python has its own thing. What you saw was Venus transitioning. Yes. Yeah. You know, C has its own language structure. Look, does Java have a similar structure to C? I suppose you kind of do. So, like, Python, Basic, and C, I think, are, like, the 3 different types. And I don't know how I'd even, like, go classifying that. I bet out there, because humans are weird, and humans like to do weird things. I bet someone out there has put an entire PhD into the taxonomy of programming languages and like their syntax forms. Oh, almost definitely. Almost definitely. Anyway, we are 300,000 meters up from the surface. That's right, 300 kilometers. Basic Pascal Delphi. Okay, yeah. Man, that's some old school stuff there, man. We're doing pretty good. I'm not going quite as fast as I was hoping I would be traveling at this point. We do have an apoapsis. Yeah, we do have. We have an apoapsis. I'm just going to leave that at that. To be fair, mate, you ain't that much older than me. So I know I talked the student game, but you know I went back. Yeah, we're at that point of the mission where I'm like, we need to find stuff to talk about now. and so I'm going to take a sip of my drink instead. Beautiful. I do wonder, if we got it in the tank, and I'm not entirely sure we have got it in the tank, but if we got it in the tank, we'll try and escape the Earthican system. But as I say, I don't think we got it. How much closer? Oh, there's going to be like a real weak engine on the underside of this, right? How far away from Apoapsis should I fire my engines? We're 3 minutes away from it as we stand. You know what? I'm going to speed up time a little bit. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, do I wait to get a little bit closer? Because the engine burn is more efficient in this regime where we're trying to circularize, trying to get up to orbital velocity. It is more efficient at the apoapsis, but you can take too long burning and end up crashing on the other side. So, you know, these are the considerations I've got. Wow, it went all the way out to 5 minutes. You know what? I'm gonna wait until we're like 2 minutes away. 4, 3. Yeah, I got scared. I'll be honest. I will level with you. I got scared. Slowed down time. I don't want to blitz past yet another maneuver. I mean, we've all been there, right? Okay, I'm gonna try the stage and burn. We'll see what happens. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, it's off. There we go. All right. I believe the term right now is Godspeed, even though I don't know what they're going to do about it. Right? Engineer's speed. Yeah, off you go, my friend. Do the good thing. I didn't know it was liquid hydrogen. Okay, I should have. And you know what? The pointing be good. If that's not... Wait, what? This not alive? Is this not connected? What? Something like that? I don't like trying to hold things steady in space just by the power of like RCS. This is horrible. Where's my pointing system? I bet this just doesn't come with it. I bet that's the problem. But I wanted the funny looking probe. Does this throttle? Oh, it does. Oh, it does. Because I was noticing that we were going too far away from where we wanted to be. How unusual. I'm not used to an engine that throttles. That's very nice. Very nice. I hate that. Move you over there. You up there. Okay, I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. Spin state. Oh, okay, let's try spinning. That's a neat trick. This? No, I turned it. What? Why isn't this RCSing? Because I didn't fill the fuel type. Ah! Try using procedural avionics instead of that probe. We will do so for the Centaur when this gets going. Yeah, good. Thank you. I will take any and all advice right now. Really, at some point, I know I should play through RP1. Right? That's what's missing, is just a knowledge of playing the actual game properly. And maybe, I don't know, would people like to see that? I'm fairly sure most people would like to see my career mode playthrough of RSS. I would have to think fairly hard on it. Like, I wouldn't want to just do RSS. I'd want to, have some story element to it or something like that. Though that sounds like a lot of work as well. Why won't you settle down? I've been pressing too many buttons. Careers, yeah, I know. Hold it still. Oh, it's steady. We're there. We're in orbit, guys. We're in orbit. I'm just going for it. We're out of here. Let's go. Let's go. In fact, I should be doing this a little bit faster, and then we slow down again to point roughly in the right direction. Like, look how much fuel I've got left. We are actually out of here. We are actually going. Oh, am I going to have the avionics? Am I going to have the control to... Whoop. I was supposed to slow down time before I did that. I slow down time again. And then try and point in the right direction. Is that good? An asteroid just captured itself around Kerbal. Whoa. Normally, you got to do a lot of funky stuff to get it to stay around. Oh my god, will you please hold still? Well, here we go. This I'm going to be my own guidance system here. Oh, we can use this. Can we use this? I don't know. If it's not got SAS, it's probably not going to be able to do this, right? Okay. I turned it off again. Oh, have I lost control? I turned it off. There. Got some timing issues here. Is there a problem? Is there a problem? So if I point there and now kill rotation. Yeah, it does it. Okay, that's cool. That's, probably not. If it's got no SAS capabilities, but I can then just use the MechJeb one to override it. Not sure I like that. Not sure I like that. I mean, I'm going to use it because it's there. Don't get me wrong. Oh, don't even get me started on asteroid mining. Asteroid mining was the thing that we did before I finished playing Kerbal 1, before Kerbal 2 came out. That was fun. Stage, I guess. Bye-bye. I really wish it would watch the craft that I'm sending off rather than... this is an infinite ignition craft, right? So let us get rid of the sense stats. Am I just leaving? I'm just leaving. Let's go. Let's get out of this place. This party got lame a while ago. We're going. We're out of here. Light on. Light on. Very important. I mean, do we want to... Green eyes? Green eyes? Red eyes? Oh, the AI is angry. Stand back. Wait, can we turn the camera this way? Oh, they're coming for us. I finally got back to your KSP career game and it's still a few years until you captured your comet. Yeah. I mean, if I was going to do Asteroid Mine, I'd probably actually want to do, like... So I'm suddenly thinking very hard about it. I'd want to do like a 3 or 4 part story mission about the Kerbals who mine, you know. I think it would be cool. There we go. We left. Okay, so it's good to know that, you know, when push comes to shove, getting out to Mars is a thing that this style of craft can do. Like, I'm not trying to get there right now, you know. I'm just trying to see it's got the capabilities. That's it. See, and this what you're talking about here, Wick, about how it's so long to get to a comet, and then so like that's in the Kerbin system, all right? Imagine what that's like here, you know, in real scale. Like the times involved. If you want to be involved in a space mission, you need to be planning 20, 30 years ahead of the launch just to get the program, just to get the application in. And then it's another 10 years after that to get anywhere. Like, you look at the NASA board and you see a bunch of old people. That's why. Like, it takes a while to get anywhere. New Horizons was the fastest craft to ever to go out to... like the Oort cloud, if you will. They're not the Kuiper belt. They're not even out in the Oort cloud. Let's not oversell it here. It still took 10 years to get to Pluto, right? And that's with various gravity assists and stuff like that. Yeah, was it Alan Stern, the PI for it? Like, he'd literally been working on it his entire life. Now, don't get me wrong, Alan Stern has worked on a lot of stuff. Like, he's on a lot of missions, but it's still a long time to wait for what is your passion project, right? Because no one looks at Pluto because they're getting easy funding for it, right? You've got to fight for Pluto. Mars, people are throwing money at missions to Mars, right? We want to know as much as we can. We can see that it's the next step. It's definitely a thing. Like we've dreamed about it for a while. Once the moment we realised how terrible Venus was, we looked at the next one and was like, Mars, great. Let's go there. Why is my Apple App says at a minus? It's because it's reading from inside the Kerbin system. I mean, I'm willing to call this a good mish. I think we got there. How far out of sync? I was about to say, how far out from Mars coplanar are we? Oh, look at you. Hello. Gargantuan. Mate, ain't no one getting an I-class asteroid from that. What? Like, maybe if you're going to Pluto. But look at that, like, angle there. Oh, ain't no one getting that. Hopefully SpaceX gets the Mars sample return contract. Hopefully someone. I literally do not care who. You know, obviously it plays very well into the SpaceX long-term plans, right? Because, you know, let's all just recognize for a moment that Elon wants to make himself Emperor of Mars, right? Like, that's the plan, right? I think we can all recognize that. He's a rich guy who can't become aristocracy on Earth, so he's realized that he can do the next step. Great. Okay, that type of greed is what moves people forwards, right? Okay, fine. I don't like it, but I understand it. Okay, it's good. That is a good mission. It's a good mission. Do we just want to leave it? Can we just leave this until it burns its engine out? I wish we could. I really wish we could. Because we're the what? Look at this height up here. Let's try and it's 204 billion, 205 billion meters. That's big numbers. Big numbers. What I truly hope for the Mars sample return is that a small unknown company gets it, because like I always like the idea of more companies working in space, right? More companies are more good. So I'm looking at the 206, 153, blah, blah, blah over there. So if we can get this up to the 206, we might even hit it at some point. You don't think it's greed? I think he really cares about humanity. Maybe, I don't know. I've seen some stuff that's come out from supposedly him that's questionable. But, you know, that you don't have to like a person to admire the work his company and the engineers he's hired are doing, right? Is that right there? 206. I feel like he wants to go further. I feel like this is Mars's periapsis and apoapsis maybe over here. We need to just push it a little bit more. Push it, baby. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. Suddenly bringing back tunes from the 80s, 90s, and today. No, okay, that's good. All right, we should say goodbye to Earth. I don't think we've done that in this save so far. Can we turn this back on? Can we go surface up? It's not going to do it while we're... Surface up. It's turning. Look at that reaction will do the work. Oh, it's after it. But like as always, every human ever is a complicated bundle of contradictory motivations and whatever, right? All of these things, or none of them, could be true, right? You don't think Blue Origin will have the contract? They're 20 years old and still have not... Yeah, I mean, they do a good suborbital, right? They've already proven themselves as a scientific test bed. They've done... I know of at least one. I only know of one suborbital NASA science trip that they've done. So like, it's not like they don't know. And of course, Blue Origin's rockets are being used on the Vulcan, which is like something you shouldn't discount. You know, being a good engine manufacturer is like an asset in and of itself, right? You know, airframe design is not easy. Don't get me wrong, but learning how to explode the fuel without exploding the engine, you know, it's tough. It's really tough. Anyway, as I was saying, we've done this now. I've got this. Let's turn that off. Let's turn you off. Let's say goodbye to Earth. Oh, he's tumbling. I'm all about that, you know. It's beautiful, really, though, isn't it? Kerbal's definitely one of those games that like gives you the awe of the surround. You know what? That SAS module has really like actually gone well with the antenna. I did not intend that, but that has gone really well. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Well, goodbye, Earth. Okay. We're not going to revert. We'll just go back to the space center. He can drift. Be a drifter. That's fine. That's fine. All right. What do we know about the Centaur? Let's pull up a thing. Where's that window? I've got sunlight coming in and destroying my view again. Hello. Look, here you are. How are you doing? We want to look across. Okay, Atlas Centaur. We got the Atlas. You've seen the Atlas. I did, as you can see, search through. I was trying to find the Centaur engine. It doesn't really list it. But I'll show you what I did in game to find it. But what I was really looking for is just like a size, you know. I just want the size, how big the diameter, stuff like that. Look at this. There we go. I don't know which Centaur it is we got. but they all seem to be like fairly compatible with each other, right? 1.5-ish meters. This one's a bit smaller, but that's fine. 1.5-ish meters, 2.5, 3 meters length. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, that's what we've learned there. I think we can deal with that. I want to go back to the chat. There we go. Ion drives are improving, so they'll probably be better off being used. Ion drives are good deep out in space, where... So, you know when you're in Kerbal, and if you want to, like, change your inclination of your orbit, like, you know, you're going around and you want to pick up one side of your orbit, it's better if you are going slower, right? And that means you've got a big orbit. So that's where ion engines really excel, is in slow maneuvers like that, when you're burning your engine for weeks at a time. The Dawn spacecraft in particular is one I'll draw your attention to. Goes around and studies a whole bunch of asteroids, moves from one to the other. It was the first spacecraft that went from Ceres to Vesta, and it went between planets, and like it went between targets. I shouldn't say between planets, because every mission to Mars has gone between planets. You know, it's gone from Earth to the... But it went from a target to another target. We'd never done that before the Dawn mission. Couldn't do it with normal conventional chemical rockets. Ion engines made that possible. Of course, it's also up on Starlink, and there's a big bunch of talk at the moment about having... Hey, Ztech, how's it going, buddy? It's good to see you. There's a bunch of talk at the moment about air-breathing ion engines, because they can... I want to get rid of all this, because this is rubbish. I need to save this. Wait. I need to reroute. That'll do. And then we get rid of that. All right. And this is Agena. No, Agena. Agena is something else. Save that. Yes, I do want to overwrite it. Thank you very much. Okay, and then we wipe it, because we're going to do the Centaur now. So let's talk about air-breathing ion engines, where you have satellites down close enough to the atmosphere that they suck in the atmosphere's molecules, gases, atmospheres, accelerate them and spit them out the back, so you can have like Earth observation satellites down in the atmosphere. Which is great. Fuel for RCS? Nah, we're not going to do that. I'm going to leave it and forget about it. Okay, let's go do that now. Here, you. Yeah, you. That one. All right, we did it. Let's save it. I've done a bad. Just put that in the middle there, and then we knew. Don't save. Okay, cool. All right. I was also told to watch out for, the avionics? Sputnik, no. Avionics. Oh, I can spell. Doop. Procedural probe core? That might be the one. Yeah, okay. Wondering why we can't abuse the magnetic field of Earth and use it to hitch on and push it to... I had someone say that to me, literally 20 years ago, something like that. And I thought it was one of the smartest things I'd ever heard. But then I started doing work on how weak the magnetic field actually is. If you want to move a paperclip around, great. If you want to move... that little bit of metal that's very gently balanced on the end of a compass. Yeah, you can do that. If you want to move human scale stuff, nah, not a chance. It's too. But at some point, with advances in superconductors, that's the word I'm looking for, and stuff like, maybe we honestly cannot discount it. I'm going to put the word Centaur up here. If I can type. Centaur. We're just going to grab this engine. The thing, I don't think this is the right engine. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't. We got the RL10, which Isn't that using the SLS, the RL10s? Am I wrong there? Is that a thing? We've got like an extendable nozzle version that we could use instead of the fixed nozzle one. I should get rid of this. Yeah, do we want this one? Or do we actually want this one? I kind of want this one. Like that. I think that's cool, yo. I think it's cool. Is there no way to... Oh, ullage. Well, look, watch out. We got a ullage issue here, so we're going to do that. We're going to make sure that we've got some RCS on there to give us some thrust to make sure that we can start our engines again. Tis the thing. Tis a thing. So, yeah. The problem I've got is against all this grid work in the background, I find it incredibly hard to see where this engine even is. Maybe I need to get my glasses out or something. I don't know, but yeah, kind of awkward. Wow, 1 root. This costs 1 root. Are you kidding me? I think maybe there's a bit of a glitch there. I don't know how much it's supposed to weigh, but that is not it. I do love making everything out of procedural tanks at the moment. It's just very, very handy. So what did we say? It was like 1.5 diameter and about 2 or 3 long. Really? Is this it? That will go, and then we slap a fairing on the top, and boom, we've got ourselves a Centaur. I mean, we need obviously a little bit of. Am I in the right one? No, coupling, payload is what I want. I know what I'm doing. Boat tail adapter. You know, I never use any of this stuff up here. Only ever one of these, like this, and then we bring it down. Bring it down now, y'all. Like that, 1.5. Why is the 1.5 not meeting? Why? Because we've got to put a fairing shell on it, and that's the only way that works, right? Like this, yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, we got this. We got this. There we go. Centaur. Ta-da! No, all right. We'll do it a bit. I need to go and look at some pictures. Oh, like actually tell me I've not nailed it already. Wait, let me. Like, look at that. Look at that. let me get the right angle. Where is that? About there. All right. Watch the picture. Boom! It's the same rocket. Wait, let me make it white. Let me make it white. This needs to move. Bang. Okay. Same rocket. Same rocket. How do I close the... There we go. That's good, Joe. That's good. Feel like we need like a shroud of some description on the bottom here. So something that's... Ooh. Ooh. No, of course that's not going to work. It's the wrong size. But like to 1 point, something like that. Is there a procedural version of that? Is that's kind of what I want. I've left myself not on the chat screen. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way of just like structural, maybe. I mean, ideally, I'd like to do it. There's no reason I can't like to do it with fuel tanks. The more I'm just like taking a moment and thinking, I'm like, yeah, we can do that, because we then go cone, but we go the other way. We go a small bottom and a big top, not quite that big. Yeah, ooh, that looks so much better. I'm not gonna go white. We're gonna go with the beigey white. Yeah, like that. Okay, all right, that's good. Yeah, I like that. All right, cool. We need various systems. We're gonna first put... Ooh. I mean, they look like they're just part of the rocket, right? I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. They look good. They look good. Well, I mean, they look fine. They look fine. Can we then push this? I've gotta get the right key first. Everything is in the wrong direction. Like this. Does that look down? Not quite. Not quite. Wait. Give it a little tweak. Like that. And then... Okay, we've got some ullage engines. Beautiful. Beautiful. Are they going to work? I'm not... Oh, now I can't click on it because they're on the inside. There we go. Let's try and put them more a little bit like... Oh, that's a good look. Wow, it's a fine look. It's an acceptable look. I'd like to turn that off. And then just kind of touch it like that. There we go. Beautiful, as they say. Beautiful. Electrical, we're just going to throw multi-mission RTG, Mars Science Laboratory and the Curiosity rover. Well, I know what part of the timeline that's going to be used in, but that's not this one. Does the Centaur... Sorry, I'm going to once again look on the outside. How is it keeping power? It's just going to be a battery, right? But why would I want to do that? And the battery weighs 0.008, okay. And then this... Wait, where are you? Solar panel. 0.006... There's an extra 0 there! It's so small. Why would I want to do anything other than this? I'm not sure. If anybody knows why, I'd really like to know. Okay, let's put a kilonewton thruster on here. Let's put a fuel tank on here. Just wonder if we want to do the same as last time, or if we want to do something else. I'm not sure what else I'd want to do though. Modular toroidal tank. I always wonder how they expect this to work. What am I supposed to connect it to? You? I mean, that makes a little bit more sense to me, to be fair. It looks good. I bet, like, there's like, no delta V in here, though. Wait, I've not done this. I've gone to the engine, turned it onto the highest tech level we got you, and been like, hey, could you fill with... No, not the extent... Why is this not... because it's not got the high pressure tank. Okay, 1, 2, 3, like that. There we go. You would go here. That one. We have even a rough idea of delta V at that point. And then this. Doesn't say. Doesn't say. No, that's the easy controllable core. Medium modern satellite bus. Just look for this. Nope. Procedural probe core. Here we go. This is what we're looking for, and then we can just go through these. Okay. All right. Interest. That wasn't quite what I was expecting. Octo 2 is actually what I want. I've been looking for that one. Okay. There are a lot here. Oh, there are a lot here. It's gonna take me a while to have a look through these. I think I'm just gonna go with this one. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with this one. And again, maybe a fixed dish this time. Can we go with a 1 meter parabolic antenna? Yeah. Power. Too big. Something like this. Bring that down and 90s. Yeah. Okay. Could put the word Centaur up here. Or I could get the caps lock right. Centaur. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's big. But I think we're fine with that. Not fine with the staging. What is this mess? What is this mess? Right, you want to go on at the same time. Yeah, you do. You want to go on at the same time as you. Because, like... The RCS here is in case this engine can't light. I've not done as well. But just a little bit of nitrogen will be fine. To be fair, To be fair, we could put this on like a super high-tech version in here and shoot this and blah blah blah. But I'm okay with it just being a little puff of some gases to get the engine rolling. Compress all of the liquids down at the bottom through pseudo gravity. Yeah, all right. There's Centaur. Save. I guess. Gonna open the Atlas again. And then we're gonna merge. Did I do a bad? Why is there stuff here? Oh, mate. I shouldn't have saved this with all this here. Take you off. Get rid of you. Put this back. And then we save it. Alright. We open. We click the Centaur. We merge. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Okay. Okay. See you around, my buddy. It's good to see you. It's messed up my staging again. Oh, I've still got some tea left. This is going to be so cold. Oh, mate. This is going to be unbelievably cold. Okay, shall we try and crash into the moon? I think, given the fact that the last one, the Agena, could very handily could have crashed into Mars if we'd done it right, you know? It appeared to have what it needed. Okay, so these fire down the bottom. And we drop. Then we want to have the sideways decouplers. Then we have this decoupler here. No, this one. Brilliant. Brilliant. These two. There needs to be a fairing in between the decouple stage, of course, as we're just going to be slamming into it. We're going to have a beautiful fairing problem. And then, yeah, like that. All right. I think that's that. I don't want to save it. This is Atlas / Centaur. We'll save it. Okay, cool. We'll find out what I did wrong on the way. There's bound to be something that I've messed up. I know me. You know me. We've all been here before, right? We'll see what happens when we launch. Looking around quick, see if there's any very obvious signals about what it is I've got wrong. Can you tell I don't trust myself? Now, somewhere in here. Is it that one? Lunar transfer time. How do I... Oh, I don't know about the flight time. Launch now inclination. How am I supposed to, like, predict my... Oh, I should totally have read up about this. 0 days. Launch now. First window in 7 hours. I'm sure I'm about to find out I'm doing this wrong. Because, like, is this supposed to actually be 3 days? Either way, it's a 7.5 hour wait until the window. So let's just sit this on the pad. Can we whoop? I want a bigger margin. 2 minutes. 2 minute margin. Maybe we'll fly there. Listen for when you impact the moon for the gong sound, as it's really a secret alien base. All right, I will endeavor. Although it does literally just count down for us. I have no idea what my inclination is supposed to be. 28. That's like this way. Okay. Throttle up. Am I just gonna go? Do I want to like just know that I've got bad piloting skills and go a minute early? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. No, it's not blast off. It's engine ignition. We've got to learn a new system. Blast off. We'll get there. We'll get there. Now, 28 degrees. It's going to be between 40. It's about here, right? Where my. What? So if we do this, of course, we've got Earth's rotation trying to pull us further further east as well. So maybe we want to keep a little bit more north than we would typically imagine. That's just a maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think about like vector addition and stuff like that at this point. Excuse me. Clear my throat. Okay. I don't need this transfer planner open anymore. Is there? Are we going through clouds? I'm feeling the clouds. You feeling it? Look at the fog. Look at the fog. 45% that I actually take off, or 45% that I manage to hit the moon? I wouldn't trust me that I could hit the moon either. In fact, should we do zoom out, zoom? This one. Set a target. Thank you. We'll figure it out on the way. That doesn't look like 29 degrees. That looks like east. I guess we'll just believe it for now, right? We'll just believe it for now. Proposed mission. All right, beautiful. Wow. Let's go strike the moon. It's been up there, lording it over us. Being like, I'm in orbit. Can you get into orbit? Can you get? And I'm like, well, I try it. Thankfully, we now have the scale of craft that we need to be thinking about. Like for the first few streams, I wasn't quite sure how big my rocket needed to be. I am totally not in the right. What am I doing? This is a terrible launch profile. Let's try and push this over a little bit more. If I turn too far, it tends to just spin out. I think we can push. I'm surprised that this is actually doing as well as it is. Look at me go. How? How are we surviving this? This totally shouldn't work. I think I'm going to stage. And we're just going to go this way now. Like there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Terrible steering losses, I'm sure. Let's have a look at sense stats. Steering loss. Look at that number climb. Not as fast as I thought it was going to be climbing, actually. Steering losses are kind of 0 if you're pointing prograde the whole way. Did you get your VR? I have not, unfortunately, had a chance to get a VR headset. I've had a whole bunch of other stuff going down. Indeed. Yeah, no, I've had a whole... I was going to launch onto it. My girlfriend's been having medical issue problems. She near enough ripped her foot off. It's kind of weird. Like, I know that's a bit strong. She didn't near enough rip her foot off, but like, there's a ball and socket joint in your ankle, right? And like the socket, she's destroyed the socket. There's nothing for the ball to go into anymore. Which is that's fun. I don't think I've got I mean, do you want to see a picture? It's not as bad as I'm about to make out, but do you want to see? If you are... She was just walking. It does sound like a skill issue, doesn't it? If you are a little bit squeamish about medical stuff, there's no gore, there's nothing nasty, but I am about to show quite an extreme medical situation. If you want to look away for literally 5 seconds, please do. I'm going to turn a picture on now. That's her leg at the moment. It's all like look at these metal things around. She's got like pins going into her shin because the shin is in place, and a pin going into her ankle, and then the metal rods hold everything in place relative to each other because there's nothing else to hold it all in place. Yeah, it's Your mate did that with a dolly truck about 30 years ago. It's serious stuff. I mean, honestly, I don't know how she did it. To mess yourself up that bad takes work. Takes some serious work. I am falling back down to the surface. This is bad. I spent too long talking and not enough time realizing that my orbit was too low. We might be redoing this. Oh, I shouldn't have got chatting. I shouldn't have got chatting. The picture was long gone, by the way. If you were turning away, now's the time to look back. Looking at how fast we're dropping, as opposed to how fast my Apple Axis is dropping, I think we might have to restart. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. It takes so long to get anywhere in RSS. That's the problem. Yeah, we're technically in the atmosphere now. Like we just swapped over to surface as well. I'm just gonna go. Revert to launch. You did ask ages ago. Unfortunately, I didn't. I mean, I did know how much work an astrophysics degree was going to be, but I also didn't quite realize how much work an astrophysics degree was going to be. Here, warp. Same direction, same everything. We just go taller. 3, 2, 1, go! No, engine ignition. Try and get there before this burns down. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that was a big, hefty turn from the gate. Let's try and get back to where we're supposed to be going. All right, about there. Heading 39, 40. Let's bring this back. Looking at my heading down here. Not that I very rarely use this number down here. It's just not something I use all that often. Same cloud bank, would you believe? I'll tell you what I didn't do today that I was supposed to do today. It was to figure out how to launch from different pads. That was definitely a thing I wanted to do. So if we have time after this, which we might do, then we will figure out how to get to Baikonur. That's what I really want. I want to know how to get to Baikonur. I never get that right. It's not a B, it's not a V. It's halfway in between. Maybe one day I will learn, but it's not today. We are definitely moving through the atmosphere. We've got Apple Apps 120, 130, 140. When we cross 200, I'm going to stage, and we're going to let that. Which producer do you want to know? Oh yeah, like how much? Well, like what's the? So the valve index is the grand. Okay, yeah. How much are the Oculus going for the moment? Because they're the, if you will, the super entry version. Staged, by the way. I have staged. The Meta Quest. All right, yeah, that one. It's a $500. Okay, that's cool. I hear, and like this is no good for exploring VR in its entirety because there's some things missing. But the PlayStation VR is good for the money. Right, like you can't go on VR chat, you can't do this, you can't do that. Right, it's as with everything for PlayStation, a bit more restricted than you would like. But because they want to sell you the system, so you'll buy the games. It's kind of ludicrously cheap in places. Beautiful sounds of orbit. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't get to listen to these sounds anymore. I'm gonna turn my heading around a bit more because my inclination is totally not right. Oh, has that gone up? Okay, it was like 300 last time I knew. Well, that was the PS4, so like that's probably it, right? This telling me no. Wait. What launch inclination does it mean then? I'm gonna go over to here because that just makes a lot more sense to me. Huh, as they say. This is gonna get expensive. Okay, so I've obviously read that mod wrong. There's... I've done the classic mistake that physicists do all the time. I didn't see the minus sign. Well, we're going somewhere. Who knows where, but I'm going to get us there. The benefit of the newer version of the PlayStation 2 VR is that it's capable of getting the connection to a PC. Oh, really? Now that is a benefit. That really is. When I realised that I could connect my friend's PlayStation controllers to my PC was a great day. Not because I want to use the PlayStation controller, but that means that they can come around and use their familiar control system to play games with us, right? Which is great. All about it. All about it. Let's try turning a little bit more. It's definitely more steering losses, don't get me wrong, but I want to try and get this number down nice and low. Of course, this is not the best place to be making a burn like this, but I don't know. It could be because we're going some of the slowest we're ever going to be going. We're also making a burn in another direction, and like making two burns, like splitting the difference and pointing between the two, it ends up saving you fuel as if it ends up saving you fuel. More fuel than if you had done the two burns separately. That's how I was trying. I missed out the word more, and it kept on spinning me out. So, like, if you had burnt north and then burnt prograde and then burnt normal, you'd spend more fuel than if you had just burnt in between the two to get the same effect. Through the wonders of Pythagoras, that guy really knew what he was on about. No, you can't use the thumbsticks on the pads. Yeah, that's the thing. You don't think the Oculus is so out of date you wouldn't recommend it to anyone? That's fair. That's fair. I'm just trying to think, like, you know, what are the most recent technological advances in VR? Is it all frame rate and resolution? Or, you know, is the head tracking getting better? I don't know enough to know enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know enough to even be like, yeah, it's got to be this or got to be that. Or it's 6 degree now though. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's good enough for me to think about, like, just flying as we are. Though that said, we are about to stage. We're gonna let loose the Centaur. Soon. We gotta. I mean, we've got like 400 or 500 Delta V there, but it's not gonna burn completely because of like boil offs and stuff like that. So there's gonna be like a little bit left. 140, it turns out. We're gonna stage the fairing, stage the engine, swap to the other thing. And it turns out we didn't need the RCS. All right, that's fine. The engine just started on its own. I am very happy with that. Does this engine have more than one? How many propellant stable mixture ratio? Ignition's remaining 19. Okay, good. Because I fired my engine far too early. Like, far too early. I'm going to turn my engine off now. RCS on. Man, why? Oh, because it's pointed backwards. I know what I'm doing. But like the thing I've recently found out, smart SAS, kill rotation. Oh, it's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. Okay, prograde. Because it's got very, very weak. Oh, I can pop a fairing. That's okay. Is there SAS up here? There's no SAS up here. Well, we'll just use the engine when we have to. That's fine. It's not, but it'll do. It'll do. I need to go. Oh, it does have persistent rotation. Oh yeah, I'm about that. 2 minutes away from my apoapsis. So it's got lighter. Ooh, I need to turn my engine on. So VR has got lighter. Why can't I turn this? Because we've got smart SAS on. Yeah, Yeah, okay, that's fine. I actually want to turn this off so that I can hold my own direction just a little bit up. Okay. Things got lighter, things got better resolution, the refresh rate, the field of view. Okay, yeah, cool. All about it. Is this coming down to meet me? Is this gonna do it? Am I building speed fast enough? I think I might be. Oh, I don't know. Dare I lift my nose up more and make that happen quicker? Because I really want to put forward velocity on. But if I start dropping down... Oh man, it's so dark! Should have put lighters on this. Am I out of liquid oxygen? Wait a minute, what? Why didn't you start? Why? More? Anybody know what's up with this? Let's just activate that engine. I don't know what was wrong there. I also don't know why this is... Wait, what happened with this flight? You can get prescription. A mate of mine gets prescription. Well, so he took his glasses off for their setup, and it ended up just like counteracting his prescription, if you will, which I thought was kind of cool. What has happened with this launch? I feel like I've been very hard done by here. Let's speed up time. Oh. Why did it... What? I was burning my engine. Normally when I do that and increase the time acceleration, it moves into physics warp. And gives me, like this. Times 1, times 2, times 3. But for some reason it didn't. It went straight into regular warp. Which, given that I was suborbital, was not great. Now, I was literally just thinking, well, third time's a charm. Maybe I can do the launch better. I think in the business we call that gremlins. Yeah, baby. Alright, I'm just going sideways this time. I am not even going to try and figure out what it was. Alright, well, we're not going there, are we? So let's warp. Let's then go you, says target, right? I'm just going to go east. And a little south. East and a little south. 3, 2, 1, go. Ignition. Go. Oh, we dropped down a little bit, but not enough to hit the engine. Okay, that's good, that's good. We get rid of you. We're turning the wrong way. Whoa, why do I keep forgetting to put SAS on nowadays? I don't know. I don't know. We can definitely do this faster, though. We'll try and get our way up to, as I say, 100, 150 meters per second, because that is a good speed to be pointing prograde. About now. It's like, look how close that target marker is to being equatorial. I don't think the launch was the issue. No, well, because we went pretty much 90 degrees out of phase. Not out of phase, but out of inclination. There was a lot of fuel burn there when there really didn't need to be. Top 2 stages, though, now that I stop and think about it, I fully agree. Top 2 stages, there was not enough fuel. And I was like, why? No multi-layer installation. Ooh, that might be a problem. We're at like 200 degrees there. I presume this is like Kelvin? We've got some heat penetration. We're losing kilograms per hour. Well, why do they give us in kilograms, but we've got kiloliters? I don't know what a kilogram of hydrogen is in liters. I mean, it's 1,000 moles because, like... Oh, but how high pressurized is it? I don't know. These are questions. Anyway, I've not been paying attention to our launch profile here at all. I should probably do so. About 70 kilometers up. Seems like a good time to be thinking about moving sideways. When we get to about 150, 200 kilometers for our apoapsis, I'm going to drop this this stage and get some high... Because, like, this middle one, his middle engine on the Atlas is a much higher ISP, much more efficient engine than the two on the outside. But the one in the middle just doesn't have the oomph. The ones on the outside, they've got the oomph. They just don't have the efficiency. What do I want? 200, 250, 300? I'm not sure exactly where I want to be. I think I'm going to go with 250, middle of the range. You do have the consistency of realizing after the fact that you should have focused on the mission. I know, right? But as I say quite often during this, I'm not really here to you know. Obviously, I want good gameplay for you guys to watch, but I'm also mostly just here to chat. You know, have a good time, talk about stuff, wax lyrical about VR headsets. You know, stuff like that. Though it would be nice if I wasn't on my third attempt at the mission. That would be cool if that wasn't so true. So we're already in a better angle than we were to begin with. Is it this way? Do I want to turn this way? I do want to turn this way. To err is to human, to really screw things up in the computer. Yeah, but imagine if you didn't have the capacity of time warping, actually reverting. You had to wait for production time of each rocket. Yeah, like actual RO. What I wouldn't mind doing, and like this is a pipe dream, probably not going to be something I set up, but hopefully maybe something someone else sets up, is to buy some space for a server, and for real scale server, and just have real time. No, I couldn't. No, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do the real scale real time. Maybe Kerbal scale real time. Small scale real time? There is a small scale system out there, like a 10th Kerbal toy system, I think it's called, something like that. It's hilarious. Like, gravity just starts really going wrong at those scales. Maybe we'll give that a go at some point. Maybe. Ooh, actually, Zed, your assessment might be right. I'm looking at the amount of fuel we've got in the tank. What's coming? Wait, why? Why don't I have numbers here and here? What's up with that? I'm gonna drop a fairing. I didn't drop the fairing. Why? Oh, jettison the fairing. I don't like that. I seem to be out of sync. I don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. I'll put this here and those. We could just burn through all of that first, right? The RCS fuel that is just for that. And we're still close enough to apoapsis that I'm just happy to go straight on to the next burn, I think. I don't know, we're now 4 minutes away. It's going to be like 5 or 6 minutes away. You watch someone do real scale with oxygen and food requirements. Oh, it was amusing when he was on the dark side of the moon and realised he had a CO2 problem, yeah. I feel like the small scale system is just here for you to go, kid, you've been struggling with crayon. I mean, like, that's why I feel like a real-time small scale would work, because, like, you're not... It's not that much of a commitment, you know? You're not waiting 7 months to go to Mars. You're waiting... you're having a sleep whilst your craft travels between Juno and Kerbin. Yeah. I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be cool. Maybe something... I don't know, maybe I should invite a bunch of other small. I mean, I don't even know how many small Kerbal players there are anymore. Kerbal YouTubers there are anymore. But maybe it's something for a small collaborative effort of some description. Yeah, think. As far as I remember, something that makes Kerbal Scale real-time persistent. But if it's still out there, I'd like to go play. If it's still out there, I'd like to go play. I'm going to wait until we are 2 minutes away from... no, 2.5 minutes away from Apple apps. Just look at this turning system here. That's horrific. Whoever worked on that needs to go and check out the persistent rotation mod, because, man, it doesn't do that. I suppose we have got bigger numbers and bigger increments when you do like a 1 degree turn or whatever. Okay, stage. That didn't stage. Stage. That staged. Go. Disable crossfit. No, you're in there. RCS. There we go. I mean, that's good for Ullage, but I'm not. No, we can't. We can't. Okay, and away we go. Away we go. So we need almost definitely to increase the amount of fuel on this rocket. Look at it. Like I say, I think Zed's original assessment might have been right. Do we need this to be like out to the here, and then the payload is on top? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, look at this. We ain't even, are we? We are not even gonna get there. That number's counting down, but it's not counting down that fast. Well, unfortunately, this is the final go. Either way, I will almost definitely be working on this between streams. I need a working Centaur, right? If I don't have the Centaur, in what manner will I ever be able to launch stuff into orbit? Yeah, look at that. That's nearly out of fuel already. And all that did was put an extra 1,000 on SMI. Oh, why aren't you looking the way you're supposed to be? Oh, what's going on here? Smart ISA, prograde. Nope. Why? Why? Well, I think with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time, where I'm probably going to have a better craft ready to go. Are we coming down over the top of Africa? I think we are. Well, we made it halfway around the planet. Awesome. And like I say, I will see you guys next time. We're gonna have a working Agena, a working Atlas. We're either gonna work on the Proton, or we're gonna go. So I think it's time we went somewhere. Do you think it's time we went somewhere? I think it's time we went somewhere. So I'll try and get something ready for that. Okay, so far so good. Oh no. Oh. But I'll see you then. Oh, well, we're gonna do that. Bye. Is that my commitment or their commitment? Yeah, I need to find both.